put him in the dirt. All these girls, bitch, twerking. All these bitches twerking. It's a different world, it's a different world. No matter what you do, it ain't gonna be worth it. It ain't gonna be working. This is what they say. You don't use like a pistol, you will throw away. Every time it's trying to get you, you just slip away. Every time it's trying to pick you, you just look away. Me and fucking like that shawty sign an NDA. Make a little more like he in the NBA. Yeah, she grabbed my fucking hand, told me let me play. I'll choose you over anyone, any day. Yeah, I'm running for this shit, nothing in the way. Ain't nothing gonna come, never gonna stop. Yeah, she put me, told me, let us split the eighth. I think I like, think I like your friend more, cause she let me pay. Cause she let me pay. I'ma learn one day, probably not a day, probably not a day. It's the difference, baby girl, it is not a day, it is not a day. Why your knees hurt? Why your knees hurt? Baby girl, why your knees hurt?